So there is a game between Bobby Fischer and Spassky Boris, played in 1992. So Bobby Fischer starts with e4 opening the king's pawn. It controls the center and opens the light square bishop and the queen as well. It is a common opening, right? So Spassky replies with the same e5 pawn. It is a common response. It also establishes the presence in the center as well, same, and controls that d4, right? So now Bobby Fischer plays knight f3. It develops toward the center and attack the e5 pawn. This pawn is in under attack now, and after this or this bishop, it can castle also as well. Then Spassky replies with knight c6, so it can protect the e5 pawn and the d4 pawn, right? So then Fischer plays the Royal Lopez, bishop b5. It is Royal Lopez, develops the bishop to immediate attack on the knight c6, so it can take the knight and take the bishop from this knight. So how Spassky replies this, and how you should also replies this. So Spassky plays, Spassky didn't try to save it knight, because if he takes and he takes and he takes with them, then this is gonna coming and the knight is going, because you cannot save it from this or this. It will eventually will take this knight, or it will be danger, or this pawn is also hanging. So there is no good option to taking this pawn by taking this. So he now there is the choice of Fischer that he takes or retreat the bishop. So Fischer retreats bishop, and while keeping the pressure on the knight c6. Then the common reply attacks the undefended pawn e4, knight f6. So this pawn is in danger now, so Fischer has to protect it. So Fischer just didn't protect but did a castle, so he can prepare the rook e1. So now this is not in under attack. If he takes, then it's this pawn is also in danger, and the whole idea that the king will be in danger after that. So if he takes, then no will be a good advantage of it. You can try this tricking. If he takes, he do this. If he saves from this, then there will be attacking after taking this pawn, and everything will be messed up, like this pawn, and so much area is in under danger. This king can take this, then he takes this by this knight also. So he didn't take this in that game. What happened in the game, just see. He didn't take, he just develops its dark square bishop and preparing the castle. All right, then what happened in the game, Fischer protect this e4 pawn by developing this knight e1, this rook sorry. Then what happened in the game, Spassky plays b5, gains the space on the queen side and force the bishop to b3 square. So bishop has to be forced to play on b3 square. You can also now develop its bishop, and the knight is also not pressure. So yes, we have to force move bishop b3, and but that's okay, because bishop has an open file. You all guys should remember that bishop, if you play somewhere, there will be an open file. It is a very good thing that our bishop has an open file to attack. Now we can attack f7, and although if we do castle, then also f7 cannot be moved, or it will be on danger for the next game. So what happened in the game, Spassky replies e5 pawn and allow the light squared bishop to develop. It can be developed here, so it can pin the knight. So then Fischer plays c3 is a book c3, so you can play d2 d4 pawn, break the clear c2 square for the light square bishop. So he can play this, right? He can play this d2 pawn, it will be go there, then he takes, then this bishop will be open. Okay, and this is also going to come here, so you can attack both of them. So there is an idea behind this. So now there is a next move gonna be this. So how Spassky replies this? Spassky did a simple castle. So you can activate its rook. Now the rook is activated and it can maintain the pressure of center. All right. So Fischer plays h3. It will stop this bishop to come here, g4 square, right? And this is allowed to play, and this is also, it cannot come here. All right. So now Spassky just went back, retreat the knight on b8 in order to relocate it to on d7. So now the idea is to take here, and the bishop will be developed by this, because the bishop cannot come here, cannot come here, it cannot come here. So he have to play this. If he plays here, then there will be a knight. So knight will be like controlling this square. So he will control this and protect this and protect the center as well. So d4 pawn has played. So he will attack the e4 pawn, okay, and control the center. Opens the diagonal for the dark square bishop to develop. It is be developed, and this is will be breaking the center. And after all this happened, Fischer will be in advantage. You can see the Spassky have not maintained structure, but the Fischer has. So in that next, knight bd7 has played, develop the knight towards the center and defend the e5 pawn. The e5 pawn was under attack, so it defends with the knight. That's a good move. Okay. Also a boku move. That's not a good move, but develops the knight towards the center to protect e4 pawn. That's also, this pawn is also can be attacked, because there is no any pawn out there who can protect. There is only a single rook. He can be attacked by this, so he protect from this. That is a good idea. I know he knew that, Fischer knew that there is attack coming out there. So bishop b7 had played in the game. So that's great. Retreats the bishop c2 and defending the e4 pawn. There is an idea we can learn from Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer was a pawn, you can say like a pawn magician. Like Mikhail Tal was an all-rounder magician, but Fischer was a magician of a pawn. So can you see this game? Can you judge this game? That there is a 1, 2, 3 defender of this pawn. Why this pawn is so important? Because this controls this and this. That's okay. But why you putting so much security on this pawn? Because if there was one attacker, then there was 2 defender, then there was 2 attacker, then there was 3 defender. This is the real game. If you want to save your pawn, and if there is no pawn down there to protect the pawn, then there should be a more defender for this pawn or the pawn you save. So this is a learning thing we can learn from Fischer game played in 1992 against Spassky Boris. So Spassky replies, all right. It also tried to control the center by playing rook e8. All right. Now the pawn will be attacking. Then the idea is that like going this, it will be attacked from this. So idea is that he can go there, do there, and just save and just come here and saves the king. So that is a good move, I can see. In that game, knight f1 has played. What is the idea behind it? What is the idea behind this also? That he can replace the knight or the rook, because they are 2 attacker. So now we see. So idea is to play knight g3 or knight e3. So he can come here and he can come here. He can come here, then go there, attacks this. So there is a lot of ideas. All right. And what was the main idea? So he can go there, 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 and now this bishop is free to move. He can go wherever he wants, because the knight was just blocking this dark square bishop. Right? We had think about it. Retreat the bishop bf8. All right, protecting this, or idea to take there, and this controls my bishop to defend this king. All right. All right, g8. Knight g8 has played to activate the knight and overprotect the e4. Now e4 has one defender again. So you can learn this, that there should be defender of the pawn you want. There is also the idea to take there, so you can protect this pawn also, but no, that is a wrong move because that will be a danger zone and he occupied the center as well. Then we had thought about it. This is fianchetto. It is called fianchetto. G6 prepared to fianchetto the dark square bishop to G7, where it will be sit on the long diagonal, right? Bishop G5 has played. This develops a bishop of its staring square, getting it to the action. Now the bishop is in action, and now bishop is in the game, so he can block this knight and attacks the queen. This game is just happening, just like they all are just defending and playing all of the book moves. There is no a single best move played against themselves, right? H6 has played in the game to kick away the bishop who blocking this knight. Now he has must move or it will be get captured. So what had Fischer did? Fischer played retreat. This move puts the bishop on a safer square, right? Then the fianchetto happened. The bishop placing it on a powerful diagonal. This is a powerful diagonal. It saves this, saves this, saves this diagonal. This is a powerful move. All right. A4 is the last book move had happened in the game. Now Spassky will calculate and how. Just see what happened in the next moves. So that is a good move. Strikes at the center, countering the opponent's ability to grab space. C5 has happened. Idea is to play the knight on B6. So now you have to play one of the best move of the game, D5. This is excellent. Idea is to play this and takes this and attacks this pawn. There is only defended by the bishop. So that is the best move has happened. This was the point when Fischer advantages the game. See the next moves. Best move from Spassky. This is the strongest option he had in the game and he played very correctly. C4. Now again B4 has happened in the game. If he takes, he cannot take because there will be activating this knight, this bishop against this diagonal and saving all of the material. See what happened in the next game. Oh, Spassky moved back on knight h7 and this was a mistake. He didn't even know. All right. He should I think played or take this move was better. This was the strongest move, but it didn't happen. It should take this, but it didn't take. See what happened in the next game. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. He can control this and this. All right. So he can go there now, and there is also more options. Their idea is only in the mind of Fischer and Spassky. What happened in the next game? Oh, saving this pawn and developing this knight, and see what happened in the next game. But yes, it connected the rooks. And which helps to coordinate together in the future. And the idea is he can take this, so the queen will be there. He is not going to take definitely Spassky, but the idea is to pressure this square. All right. See, rook f8 is an excellent move, very strong play. Rook a3 has happened. Activate the rook by developing it off it squaring starting square. The best move, this mobilize the knight, allowing it to control more of the boards. There was not a strong place had knight. So now as a good move, knight df6 connected the rooks, so it can coordinate and powerfully double on the file. Not that much good move. He should come there, but Spassky played queen d7, also connected the rooks that also coordinate together in the future, right? Oh, rook a2 has happened. It was the best move. What is the target? Can you understand? So he can take. If he take, he goes there, and see what happened in the game. Fischer only knows. Happened. This is the strongest option had happened. Then queen c1, excellent move. Then knight f8, then he connected all the rook and queen, threatened to eventually win the bishop. See what happened? So idea is that takes, see, or also winning this bishop. See what happens. So he saves this rook. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a bishop. Now it cannot win this bishop. So f1, knight f1 has played. It is a good move, very precise. Bishop e7 is the best move. This move is the bishop to more activate square. So he replaced this bishop. The same move. d2 is a very strong play, right on the target. Knight b1 has happened. It is also a good move. Oh, not a good move. Now he will lose the bishop. See how. So this was a mistake from Spassky has happened. Takes, best move. So that's, knight has gone to kick this opposing bishop back. Comes back on the safety. It's an excellent move. Free pawn, 2 pawn in the exchange of a knight. Bad moves, bad exchange, but develops its pawn structure. See what happens in the next game. Ax b5 is the best move. This is the strongest option. So he cannot take this rook after this, or he can take. So see what happens. Take, all right, attack and pinning this bishop. If he takes, then he's also pinning this bishop, and now he's pinning the bishop as well. He can take from this and this. See what happens in this game. So have to unpin this bishop, but it also didn't measure all the possibilities can be happen. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a rook of its starting square. So knight d2 is played. Takes, recaptured, and against the best move, challenge the rook, take and ease the pressure out. But didn't exchange the rook. He played the best move, g4, takes, and wins the knight. All right. So this has happened. Recaptured the rook. What's the best move? Best move. f4 from the black. Spassky. Brilliant. Capturing while sacrificing the bishop was the right idea. See why this is a brilliant move. Takes, back. This only inaccuracy had been happened by the Fischer. Ignores the opportunity to centralize the knight. But it's okay. Spassky prevents the opponent from being able to win a pawn, saving the pawn there. Again a great move. White will be winning a pawn with that fork. So check, queen d4. So wherever it goes, he will win on a track. Again, this is a way to win a pawn. What happened? This happened. He didn't calculate. Very good. This overlooks an opportunity to win a pawn. He didn't take a pawn. King goes back. Knight d4 is the best move. Now black can stop while from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. e4, jack. Not a good move. Great move. 3 great move. 3rd great move from Fischer. d5 check. Not a good pressing check. Oh, 4th great move. Takes with the knight was the best move. e4 has been played. That was a free pawn that taken by Fischer. Plays knight f8, takes the vulnerable pawn. Knight e6, excellent. This wins a tempo by threatening the queen and forcing it to move away so he can take the knight. But this threatened to be forced eventually checkmated, and after this black resigns. So there is a lot of moves. There is a check coming out there. If he plays, takes, and then the suit is gone. There are a lot of moves. Can be check here. There are a lot of moves. Then spassky just resign. There is counter, but that game was very good. You can a lot of learning by this game. So for this, Fischer Robert Jr. and Spassky Boris. Thank you, guys.